Let me tell y'all something. Even YouTube is like trying to get me to not give Fizdale the flames, but it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna flame that dude. I'm gonna give him the business, gosh dang it. I'm gonna give him the business. Dang, how did I drink that much water off the first sip? Well, let's go with y'all. My bad, y'all. YouTube is doing its best to try to prevent me from giving Fizdale the business. I ain't gonna let it happen, gosh dang, but that's not even there. So, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, gosh dang it, we're going to give Fizdale the business. We're going to talk about Tim Hardaway Jr. We're going to talk about Frank Ntilikina. We're going to talk about all that foolishness, gosh dang it. I'm going to just give y'all a chance to get on here before I do, because once I go in, ain't no turning back. I'm gonna just keep it all the way a thowie with y'all. There ain't no turning back. After I start tonight, there's no turning back. And you know what? Since I've kind of already done an intro on the first one, I'm going to go ahead and start. And let me just City News, let me address what you're saying. Gosh dang it. I understand that Zion guy said that he wants to play with us. Pause. I understand that Zion guy is allegedly really freaking good, and that's nice and everything, but I don't like being lied to. And what I mean by I don't like being lied to is, did y'all see the shenanigans that came out earlier today? Not just the reports, but did y'all see the interview? The dang on interview that Steve Mills did with old buddy from the production truck, gosh dang it. Did you see all that foolishness about KP being reevaluated, about all that shenanigans of they're trying to see what's going on with what we're doing now as far as the players go, and instilling confidence into certain people and trying to work with what we have? Saying things like the organization is not happy with the win-loss record. Things like that. When I hear things like that, that tells me they're not really looking to the future like that. We're trying to make do with what we have. And that is the promises. That is the general theme that's been thrown out there for us for this season as it is. So when we do things that make it look like it's the opposite of what they're telling us, I start to get upset because I feel like I'm being lied to. Now, if you don't agree with that, that's on you. But for me personally, I feel like I'm being lied to. If we are tanking, then let us tank. You don't have to come out and do little interviews, gosh dang it, little production planned interviews, gosh dang it, telling us that it's going to be okay, telling us that we have a system. You don't have to do that. You don't have to freaking lie to us. And you want to know how I know we're lying? Let's start with freaking David Fizdale. And my David Fizdale gripe is intermingled with some of the players we're going to highlight tonight. That is Tim Hardaway Jr., that is Frank Ntilikina, and that is Enes freaking Kanter. We're going to talk about those for just a quick second. And again, if you are on the train of we're tanking so it doesn't matter, then just strap on in and enjoy the ride, gosh dang it. But I'm going to give you my take. Yo, it's Christmas. Our next game is Christmas. And we all sat back and said, you know what? We're going to give Fizz a second. We ain't going to start the Fire Fizdale chance until at least Christmas. We want to give them at least at least a quarter of the season to see what's good. Y'all, it's Christmas. It's time. It's time and a half. And we ain't even talking overtime to have conversations about David Fizdale. Enough is enough. And I'm tired of it. And I'm sick of it. How is Tim Hardaway Jr. allowed to go out there and shoot the way he shoots? Now, y'all tried to shoot him bail. Y'all tried to shoot that man bail last live stream. And I couldn't say nothing because I slept through the second half of the game. But I made sure to sit there and watch this entire freaking game. How is Tim Hardaway Jr. allowed to continuously take the shots he's allowed to take? Why does he get the freaking Andre 3000? How does he get the freaking John Legend green light to continue to hoist these ridiculous freaking shots? I mean, it's nonsensical at some points. The things he's allowed to get away with. If Dotson was taking shots like that, Dotson wouldn't play. It's disgusting. That man couldn't hit a shot if we stapled him to the backboard. And I'm sick of it. The coaching staff just shouldn't pat him on the back and say, go out there and keep shooting, buddy. It's embarrassing to watch him pull up from half court with two hands in his face and miss. And the disrespectful shenanigans when he goes out there with a freaking headband. Like that's supposed to make a difference. Like the headband has altered your mental and physical state, and now you can hit open jumpers because you got a freaking headband on. He took it off in the second half of the game because it doesn't freaking help anything. He's just a freaking bum. And FIZTANK shouldn't allow him to continue to play like that. Tell that man drive to the basket. Tell that man stop complaining after every time you get tapped on the arm. Don't get mad at the refs because you can't hit a freaking shot. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. FIZTANK should say something. And if he's out there playing with plantar fasciitis or whatever, plantar Derek Fisher-itis, whatever you call that, then the bum should be on the bench. He shouldn't be playing if he's hurt. But that's enough of Hardaway. Enes Kanter. We have said this every single game. How is he allowed to pick and choose when he wants to play defense? I watched him tonight. I watched him really, really closely. And we've joked around so much about this that it's become a little bit of a meme. But Enes Kanter is allergic to defense. I mean, let's just say what it is. I counted. There were 5 times in one quarter that I am watching guards dunk in the paint, and Kanter's at the three-point line, and I am asking aloud, where's Kanter? That man would rather grab a rebound than contest a shot. There's times where he is under the basket and watches people dunk. FIZTANK, you got to say something to Kanter. I understand the alternative is Luke Cornett, who's so banged up he's out there with a face mask, looking like freaking Phantom of the Opera. That man's out there looking like Darkwing Duck. Just give him a freaking hat. I understand that's the alternative at the moment because we ain't got no other centers. Fair enough. Fair enough. But you got to say something to Kanter. You got to talk to that man. You got to at least ask him nicely to play D. And if you don't want to play D, and if you don't have any confidence in Cornett, there are 4 other players on the court. Get one of them to guard the paint. But that's a FIZTANK thing. Something else I'm sick of. And I'm so sick of it. This live stream might be short because I'm tired of saying the same 6 things every game. And y'all either brushing me off like I'm insane or the Knicks just ignoring us completely. How long is Frank Ntilikina going to get chances? How much longer is Frank Ntilikina going to get chances like this? Did you see that man take a jumper from, I mean, he had to have been 15 feet away from the basket, and he clanked it off, not even the side of the rim. If the rim is here, the ball hit there. He got into foul trouble because he can't play defense. He turned the ball over 80 times because he can't handle the ball. What does he do? What purpose does he serve? It's got me feeling like when he uses the restroom in the back, FIZTANK is squatting down behind him, using his bare hands, wiping his booty pipe after he poops. Saying, is this comfortable for you, Frankie? Is this comfortable for you, Frankie? You saw freaking Steve Mills in that freaking bullcrap freaking interview that they did talking about, oh, we've just got to make sure he's comfortable. We just got to make, no, enough is enough. You have given him time and time again. If he's a bum, he's a bum. Sometimes you just got to call it. Trey Burke wasn't playing that bad to not get any minutes over. And that's another FIZTANK thing. Not the fact that he's still out there trying to play this man. Trying to appease to his weaknesses. But you got to get to the point. You got to get to the point where you've got a little bit of balance with what you're doing. And John, I agree with you 1000%. I'm not saying Frank Ntilikina should be benched. I'm saying you gotta use him sparingly. You gotta use him where he is of some value with us. Not in, hold up. Use him where he is of some use to us. You can't take Emmanuel Mudiay out in the fourth quarter when we're starting to lose the lead because Knicks, honestly, because Knicks, and put in Frank Ntilikina. That's not the time where we want to put Frankie out there. I'm not saying bench him. I think he's a bum, but I'm not saying bench him. I'm saying there's a time and a place for that kind of stuff. And the fourth quarter, when we're starting to lose the lead, is not the time for that. That's a FIZTANK thing. Y'all, I don't know, y'all. I don't know anymore. This is so disappointing. And it seems like live stream number 7 in a row, I'm saying this. We lost to the Hawks. We let them come in the Garden and assassinate us like that. So Vonleh's dunk, King Reaper high. Brandon, what's good with you? Vonleh's dunk on Alex Len, it doesn't mean anything. Kevin Knox having an amazing game in the first half because we didn't feature him again since then because FIZTANK doesn't draw plays and Tim Hardaway Jr. can just shoot until the end of days, I guess. Kevin Knox's game doesn't even matter. Lance Thomas is starting to earn his keep. He's starting to hit shots. He's starting to play really aggressive defense. All of a sudden, that doesn't mean anything. The few bright spots of Frank Ntilikina's defense tonight doesn't mean anything. Not when we're losing to the Hawks. Melo was good with you. Invalid was popping with you. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to do. Apparently, I have to go like this in order to keep the color balance for some reason because racism, but that's neither here nor there. But I don't know what to say, y'all. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna keep it a tally with y'all. Like I'm I guess Trier would help, I guess, but that's not going to help us close games. That's not going to solve our defensive problems. And I love the Knicks. I really do. I wouldn't be this passionate if I didn't care. Passionate. I wouldn't be this passionate if I didn't care about them. But I do. I love the Knicks. It's just so painful to sit here and watch time after time them lose the same way and regime after regime after regime. It's at the point where you don't even know what to point at anymore. Like, are we just cursed? I don't know. Homie City News says Knicks destroyed the resurgence of Trey Burke, but answer this question. How good was Kings last season? The Kings were pretty trash last season. I don't know if this is like a way of you hinting at me becoming a Kings fan, because it's not going to happen, but that's not here nor there. The homie Mello says, what do you think about KP not coming back till late February? He's not going to be reevaluated until late February, so he probably won't play this season. Probably. That's what I got out of that, but that's neither here nor there. Burke kind of did that to himself, honestly. Burke kind of did that to himself. I'm not even going to blame that on the Knicks. Burke was the one who came in the beginning of the season and was not playing aggressively, then got hurt. He did that to himself. Michael, I'm with you. I don't know what's going on. Like, 1 second it feels like we are tanking, and then the next they'll come out and tell us we're not. They'll tell us we're actively trying to win games. If this is us trying to win games, we might as well just tank. The homie Dev says, is it bad that I think the Knicks have too much young talent? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that's a fair assessment. Maybe we've got too many kids. I don't know. That's not here nor there. Yes, Giannis is going to drop at least 50 on us, bro. Don't use Frank against all-star and people that score on him. I mean, nowadays that seems like everyone you put against him, because Frankie can't do much of anything, but that's not here nor there. And again, I've been one of the Frankie defenders for a really long time, but when he stopped playing defense, I can't. I don't have anything to defend him. But that's not even there. The homie King Reaper says I should become a Warriors fan. I cannot do that. No, sir. Alfredo G says we are the only team that we can give wins to worst. Yeah, clearly. Trey Burke is needed elsewhere. Elsewhere, like where? He should definitely be playing. But again, that's a FIZTANK thing. That's back on Fizz. You don't know how to spread out minutes with like only like what? There's like 10 active players. Like, you can't spread those minutes. I don't understand it. Like Hazonia not playing, sure, he's trash, but I mean, come on now. The Celtics are trash. Okay, the Celtics are trash. I know that might sound like a wild hot take, but I don't think so. I mean, they just lost to – who did they just lose to tonight? Milwaukee or something like that. The Celtics are trash on the low, honestly. Who would you trade for Frank? I'm not going to lie. As much as I don't like the Hawks, I've been watching Kent Bazemore give us the business for a pretty long time. I wouldn't mind him being on the team. I'm going to keep it all the way with Howie. But in all seriousness, I know Popovich won him, so maybe we can get one of the Spurs people. I don't know, but that's not even there. I want Kent Bazemore personally, but that's not even there. How do y'all feel about these rumors and the shenanigans about us going after Jabari Parker? How do y'all feel about that? I would normally say no, because he gets injured every other day. Which, side note, Anthony Davis is hurt again, but we just gonna act like Sever the Bond don't know what he's talking about, but that's not in there. How do y'all feel about Jabari Parker? I heard he's been playing very well this season. I don't like him, but I was wondering what y'all thought, but that's not here there. The homie Dez says, I think we need to move Hardaway somehow. He's kind of disturbing the young talent movement. I know he's like 25 or 26, but he's actually reached his max, in my opinion. I could not agree. Sorry, I could not agree more. My bad. I could not agree more. There was a period of time where I was really thinking that maybe Hardaway could be considered a star, but it's just getting ridiculous at this point, and especially the way Kevin Knox is starting to come off. If we could give those shots to Kevin, I'd be here for it. Honestly, at this point, I'm here for moving Timmy. Timmy probably don't want to go nowhere, but who asked him? Trade Timmy for Jabari Parker. Jay, what's good with you? Don't trade Moutier. Not yet, anyway. Maybe over the summer, maybe for another guard. But right now, he's arguably our best player at the moment. So I can't see the value in getting rid of Moutier. And y'all know I don't like Moutier at all. But if he's going to keep dropping 30 every night with assists and playing defense, and I'm not seeing him. I'm not seeing him going anywhere. It wouldn't make any sense to me, but that's not even there. Homie Esco says, Fizz, Frank, Hardaway, Canner are pure trash. You are not going to get an argument from me on that, but that's not even there. City News says the Kings were bad last season and solid this year. He feels like we can do the same thing. I thought that was going to be this year, personally. I thought we were going to surprise a lot of people, especially with how good they were playing towards the end of last season. I figured just switching Hornacek for FIZTANK would make a difference, but apparently not. The homie 89 says Parker is good when he's healthy, which is almost never. Fair point. Michael says he wants Bradley Beal. I'd be here to get Bradley Beal, but does Bradley Beal want to come to us? 24, which trade scenario are you referring to? Because I'm down for anything involving Canner and Hardaway leaving, not just because they're making too much money, but because they do absolutely nothing for the team. The Jordan Clarkson one. Oh, because King Reaper said trade Frank for Jordan Clarkson. And you say no because that adds to the cap next season. I don't feel like I know enough about Jordan Clarkson to give an opinion on him. I don't want to say like some wild stuff and he's like good on the low, but that's not even there. Oh, it better be Canner's last year. They better not bring that man back. Like I was all for this year, but they better not bring that man back. If I don't know about him, that means he's trash. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that, but I'll take your word for it. You know, I like Burke, though. I like Burke. I feel like he should play. I feel like he should. It's not like we don't have the minutes for him out there. Just cut some of Frankie's. And that's not even there. Jay says, too much money for Clarkson. He's a great bench player and a non-starter. Interesting. Isn't Clarkson on isn't he on the Cavs, though? Is he on the Cavs? I know he was on the Lakers at like one point, but isn't he on the Cavs? Oh no, I agree. I agree, John. And it's nice to see you say that or whatever. Like it's not even a situation of like we all have to trash him like I was just doing. I'm just personally sick of him. Personally. Because like y'all gotta think about it. Y'all gotta think about it from my point of view. Like, it's not like I just watch these games and I go to bed. I have to get on here and talk about it. Side note, can I get 10 likes? It's like 2 likes on this joint. Can I get 10 real quick? But I gotta sit here and watch these bums. Then I gotta talk about them for like a hot 30 minutes. So like that's what makes me so irritated. It's not like they just suck and I move on with my day. I gotta watch these bums and I gotta cover them. Like, you feel me? That's what's got me so heated, because I have to watch them be trash. You know what I mean? Especially Frankie. Especially Frankie. It ain't like I just say, oh, man, that's messed up. I got to watch this crap, and I got to come on here and talk about it. But that's not here there. Simply awesome. Ain't nobody mad at you for that. Ain't nobody mad at you for that. Them dudes is trash. Them dudes is absolute trash. They'll sit there and make you think they finna win and just to lose. Homie 24 says Burke lost his job to Moutier. The competition was between them. Frank was always going to play point guard off the bench so he can learn how to play. I don't feel like that's fair. I don't feel like that's fair in the least bit. Because if Frankie is trash and Burke is decent, I don't see how Burke just doesn't get to play, especially when there's only 10 active players. Staten Island Knicks fan, what's good with you? Don't feel bad about it. I've been doing that a lot lately. I didn't do it this game because I wanted to make sure my trash talk was warranted. Well, that's down here to there. One more like, y'all. One more like. I just need one more like. Bench Tim Hardaway Jr. I've got no issue with that. I can't remember who said it, but somebody said that he's like ruining the youth core. I agree 1,000%. Just like Dotson start. Thank you for that 10. I agree. It's all about them Penguins, gosh dang it, but that's down the end of there. Wow, Courtney only took one shot. That's a shame. That's a crying shame. And that's another example of someone who could get some more playing time, but Fizz, the homie 86 says, I almost feel like what they're doing is trying to show they can win and purposefully lose to keep tanking. I like that hot take. I like that hot take a lot. I ain't even gonna lie. I like that hot take a whole lot. That would explain a whole lot. I'm not even gonna lie, because some of the times that we're playing the crappy teams, it's almost nonsensical how we fall apart. I like that hot take. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think that's why we can't close games, because we're purposefully losing? What's the temperature on that with y'all? Give me a yes or no on that. I kind of want to do a deep dive there. We have more guards than a prison.
That was easy.
Little late entry, but that's easily comment of the year. Little late entry. Staten Island Knicks fan, thank you for that. I'm definitely going to sleep better tonight, gosh dang it. That is comment of the year, gosh dang it. But that's not here to there. You know what? I ain't even got nothing else to say. I'm going to dip on that one. Like, comment, subscribe, H3T, seeing the Triple OG putting as much work as me. Do me a favor, point them out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday weekend and all that foolishness. Gosh dang it. Y'all be safe on Christmas, and I'll see you directly after the game. So if y'all want to chill with me on Christmas, I'll be right here. Gosh dang it. Hope y'all have fun. And if I don't see some of y'all again, Merry Christmas or whatever it is you celebrate. Gosh dang it. If Kelly Clarkson is on the Cavs, then gosh dang it, I might have to be a Cavalier fan. But that's not here to there. Penguin game was litty. Rod train was popping. I'm going to dip real quick. Night, y'all. Man, Moutier needed Carmax bad tonight. I don't know if y'all saw them close-ups. Them joints. Wow, your birthday's on Christmas, bro? That's crazy. Remind me, and I'll be sure to sing you happy birthday. But that's down the end of there. I'll see y'all later. Agaga. Ooh. Agaga.